everyone, Christy here. I had to get a new phone, so my setup's a little different in my kitchen. But I thought I'd come on real quick. Nate and I had to go get some soccer cleats because soccer starts on Monday. And of course we were by Chipotle, and he's like, can we go to Chipotle? I said, well, no, because it's like 4 o'clock and we're going to be making dinner soon. I said, but we can make Chipotle. So a lot of times, I thought I would come on live. A lot of times I hear people say, when we're talking about power tools, like we're talking about the quick cooker or the RockCrok or one of our pieces of cookware, and they'll say, oh, which power tool would you suggest? And that's really hard for me because there are sometimes, like tonight, I'm using 2 of them. So I'm technically doing the salsa chicken, which can be done in my quick cooker. I'm kind of doing a variation in my RockCrok just because I need the quick cooker for the rice. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you first what I'm gonna do for the rice. I am gonna take, I have my inner ring, my little silicone ring in there. I just have the empty inner pot. And I'm gonna take the recipe that's in the quick cooker book for rice, and I'm doing it 4 times just because, first of all, my boys love rice, especially this cilantro lime rice like we're doing tonight, which we're going to do at Chipotle. And it would take forever to get this much rice over the stove, and I don't really have a large enough microwave safe pan to do it in the microwave, okay? So I'm just taking our 4 cups of rice, and then you're going to take equal portions of the rice and the liquid in the quick cooker. So I'm going to do 4 cups of the broth, and honestly I didn't even have to measure out the 4 cups because I got a 32-ounce box of broth, so I could just be pouring that in there. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of go a little quicker. So I'm going to pour that in. Now, with this variation, instead of putting a little oil in my quick cooker to help keep the rice from sticking, hey guys, I'm going to put some butter in. And this was actually a recipe a friend had given me that I was doing in my microwave rice cooker, and I just love it. And then I'm also going to add a couple of bay leaves. I would add more bay leaves, except those are my last 2 in my bottle. So here's a little tip for you. If you are cooking and you run out of a seasoning or spice, and then those are usually the things that you forget to replace, take the empty container, keep it on your counter until you put it on your list. Because then once it goes on the list, then you can throw the empty container away. But that is a little tip to help you know that you need to get something. Okay, so I've got my, let me make sure I got everything. I got my rice and my liquid. This calls for water and oil. And I got my butter, and I've got my bay leaf. So I'm just going to take this and put it on. You'll hear it sound. And then what this will do, this for the white rice, it says 4 minutes. I've got quadruple, and you don't really need to quadruple the time when you are doing quadruple, okay? Because it's just the way the pressure cooking works. So I'm going to go over here to white rice. Eventually, white rice automatically goes to 4. And I'm going to just go ahead and start this. Make sure my button is flush, which is means that the steam will not be releasing. Make sure my icons are lined up. So I'm going to go for 4 minutes. Now the thing is, it will take time to build up pressure, okay? So it'll take some time to build up pressure, and then it's 10 minutes of natural release. So in about 20 minutes, I'm going to have a big old pot full of rice. So let me tell you why I'm using my quick cook or my RockCrok. So let me take my little hot pad. Now the salsa chicken you guys have seen me make in my quick cooker. That salsa chicken recipe is also in this book, and it's a delicious one. So if you are looking for a quick meal, you could take salsa chicken and put that in the RockCrok in literally 10 or 12 minutes, you can have salsa chicken. You may not have the rice to put it over, but you can put it in taco shells or in burrito, in tortillas to wrap, or even on nachos. So, so good. But in this case, since we're doing the rice in the quick cooker, I have just my chicken breasts in my quick cooker, or in my RockCrok, okay? And I'm gonna try to let you guys see this. Can you guys, here, maybe what I should do is do this. This might be a little easier to do. I want you guys just to see the broth in there. Can you guys see the broth? I added no liquid at all. So what I did in this case, because I'm kind of doing these at the same time, is I just put a little bit of our Chipotle rub over top. Sometimes I put Southwestern, whatever flavor you like, really. So I just seasoned up my chicken, put it in the microwave with the lid on. A lot of times I get questions, do you put the lid on or off? Desserts usually off, for sweet is off. For the savory, especially meats, you want the lid on. Now, if you're doing pasta or you're doing something that might spill over, use the boil over no more. But you want it covered when you're doing a savory dish. Basically, it the heat kind of creates a little rain shower at the top. And when it's on there, it's raining back down onto your meat. So that's why you have so much liquid from the microwave, from the chicken. It's juicy, tender chicken, not dry, rubbery chicken, okay? So lid on for savory, off for sweets. All right, so now all I'm gonna do at this point, I'm gonna add, because we're not all the way done with our chicken, it's not quite all the way cooked yet, so I'm gonna add some onion in there for flavor. I'm gonna take and kind of move around my chicken breasts. And I always tell people, when you are cooking in the microwave, it's a high quick cook, and whatever's gonna be like nearest to the edges is gonna cook a little faster. So you just kind of wanna move around the chicken. So whatever was facing the inside is now kind of facing that outside. And then I'm just gonna take my food chopper. This is one of those tools, not this particular one, because this one came out in 1999. But a food chopper was one of the first pieces I had in my kitchen when I was learning to cook. Thank you to Pampered Chef, okay? So I'm gonna add a little jalapeno. I did already take the seeds out of that jalapeno using that corn mortar, so I didn't have to touch them. Now, so I added some bell pepper, jalapeno pepper, added some onion. I move my chicken around. I'm gonna put this back in the microwave. So then this will only go back in the microwave for probably about 4 minutes or so. So while we're waiting on the rice, I will be shredding the chicken. I will be juicing a couple of limes for the Cilantro Lime Rice. I will be getting our cilantro ready too, because I will be adding then, once the rice is done, the lime juice. I'll put this in a prep bowl and I'll put some salt in there, let the salt dissolve in the lime juice while I'm preparing the cilantro, and we'll just mix that all in with the rice and we'll have a delicious dinner. And then I might come back later and tell you guys a fun trick I just learned on how to have leftovers using tortillas, basically making quesadillas with this salsa chicken as the filling. And it uses one of our new spring products. So I'll leave you guys guessing and maybe you can see what you think. All right, we'll talk to you later. Thanks guys, happy Tuesday. Stay safe if you're in Kansas City. We're expecting tornadoes.